construction of a platform to encourage ospreys to breed. It was chopped down just a day after an egg was laid in the nest. Ospreys are a protected bird of prey and it's an offence to interfere with them or their nests, as Tim Muffin explains.
Ospreys are a very rare sight in the UK. Nesting platforms for the birds of prey were first built at Llyn Reservoir in North Wales in 2013 as part of a successful conservation project. But on Friday night, just one day after an egg was laid in this nest, what's been described as an horrific act of vandalism took place. The nesting platform was cut down with chainsaws.
We really put in all stops out to try and catch the person or persons responsible for this. And I mean, the whole team are absolutely devastated by it, and I'm sure the whole community are as well. These birds give a lot of people a lot of pleasure, and I just can't understand how anybody could actually go and do something like that.
Ospreys spend the winter in Africa, typically returning to the same nest each spring. Osprey eggs have been targeted by thieves before, although police say they don't know the motive in this instance.
My initial reaction when I heard the news was incredulity, really, shock. I just couldn't believe anybody had done this to such a rare bird. You've got to bear in mind, ospreys have been absent from Wales for 400 odd years, and they recolonised in 2004, but still we only have 5 pairs here. So it's one fell swoop, one act of mindless vandalism, and we've lost 20% of our ospreys.
Conservationists have placed a decoy egg on a nearby site in the hope the pair will nest there instead. Anyone with information about this crime is being urged to contact North Wales Police. Tim Muffet, BBC News.
4 astronauts from the International Space Station have successfully returned to Earth. The capsule splashed down off the coast of Florida right on schedule at 2:57 a.m. local time Sunday, after the mission had been delayed due to bad weather. It's NASA's first nighttime splashdown for over 50 years. The journey from the ISS took 6.5 hours. The SpaceX craft is the second to return in a week. A recovery boat took about 10 minutes to reach the capsule to collect the crew and their data. The astronauts had spent more than 160 days in space. The American actor Olympia Dukakis, who won an Oscar for her role in the 1987 romantic comedy Moonstruck, has died aged 89. She had a long and distinguished career and also worked as a director and drama teacher. But it's for her roles in comedy films like Moonstruck and Still Magnolias that she found international fame. The singer and actress Cher, who played Olympia Dukakis' daughter in Moonstruck, is among many who've been showing their memories on social media. Cher tweeted that she had spoken to her shortly before her death. Viola Davis, who starred with Olympia Dukakis in the 1998 film The Pentagon Wars, described her as a consummate actor and a joy to work with. And Michael McKean, who was taught by her at New York University, tweeted that she was a great actress who loved the work and loved the theatre. She was the acting teacher who spoke to me and many, many others with clarity and humour and no censor. Now, Sandra Bonetti, who is editor-in-chief of Hollywood International Filmmaker magazine, spoke earlier to Tim about her life and career.
She once said that she didn't become an actor to become rich or famous. She did it to play the great parts. And that's what she did. She toured the world playing all the classic roles. So by the time Hollywood came calling and she made that movie breakthrough, of course she was supreme, because she had a lifetime of experience to bring to it. I hesitate to use the cliche actor's actor, but when you're as talented as Olympia Dukakis, you deserve that description. Whenever you would watch a movie and you'd see her name in the opening credits, you would immediately relax and smile because you know you are in for a good time. The attitude, the voice, the look, the characterizations. She never repeated the same performance again and again. It was always something new, always something entertaining, and she kept on being discovered by new generations. Most recently in the reboot of Tales of the City, she returned to one of her memorable and most flamboyant roles as the transgender pot-growing landlady, and that expanded her fan base to the LGBT community. And so it's interesting. She only really became a household name at 56, but her legacy is an illustrious one on stage, screen. She was an acting teacher as well. She was an activist long before it was trendy for actors to become so. She was particularly keen on speaking up for women's rights and the rights of women in Hollywood, which has become a hot button issue. But she was a trailblazer, really campaigning for that from the start. And as you said, yes, her cousin ran for the Democratic on the ticket in 1988. She introduced him at the Democratic convention. She even